Amendment 6-8, the lady from the 10th District. Move adoption of the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move adoption of Amendment 68.
It's been moved and seconded we adopt Amendment 6-8. Remarks, Representative Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This amendment simply says that if women are on public assistance, either federal or state, they would not be eligible in the definition of eligibility for a surrogate for hire. You know, there are many things that strike me about this whole situation, and this one in particular, actually, sometimes I think, well, you know, maybe young women or who are on public assistance would find this a really good job. And then I think about that. And how much, because of their particular moment in time that they find themselves in, that they might have to make a decision because they're disadvantaged to do something that maybe isn't what they really want to do with their body. And we are talking about women and their bodies. And then I think about, well, all those times, you know, not all of us here have had a real easy life. And if I had to choose between my children that I have and feeding them and maybe having to do something that I am opposed to, I wonder what decision I'd make. I think, Mr. Speaker, one of the things we want to remember is that we want people, if this is going to happen, and it's going to be for hire, that they're making decisions about their bodies that are their decision based upon what they think is the right thing for them to do, not because they're disadvantaged financially or in any other way. And most people who are on financial assistance from the state or from the federal government are in that particular situation. And I find it, I think, a real disservice for us here, Mr. Speaker, to put a possibly young woman who really has their whole future ahead of them forced into a decision that they might have to make, that they would regret later, because they are disadvantaged financially. So for that reason, Mr. Speaker, I would ask that we accept this amendment. And for another reason is I would hate to see people who also are disadvantaged, are on public assistance, and many or some find themselves on public assistance and are in a situation where they are not able to understand how to rise above that and better themselves. And they may look at this as an opportunity for financial gain. And think about this. Would this have to be reported? Would we continue to give financial assistance to someone who is already taking financial assistance but now is entered into contracts. I realize the bill says that you can only do this twice. But Mr. Speaker, how much is that worth? To put a woman in a situation where they're vulnerable financially and make them have to make a decision like this. Let's remove that situation. Let's keep this straight up with people who have the advantage of making a clear decision not based upon those kinds of emotional decisions. Mr. Speaker, I ask this body to accept this amendment. Thank you.